Salmon farms are destroying the environment. They're destroying the ecosystem. They're killing off the wild salmon. They're spreading disease. They're spreading sea lice. Hello, Chef Marcus Guiliano here, and I'm your chef on a mission, and I want to help you eat better. And part of that process is getting rid of farmed salmon. Getting rid of farmed salmon, open pen net salmon, which is what most salmon farms do. The majority of salmon farms, 99% of salmon out there, is from an open pen containment system. I'm going to show some footage from a friend of mine's, Alexandra Morton's YouTube channel. I'm going to actually just play her video right after my commentary here. But you have to understand that a lot of chefs will tell you that farmed salmon is okay. They'll tell you that the farm that they're using is better than the other farms. They're going to tell you that the farm that they're using is sustainable. The farm that they're using is certified, organic. The farm that they're using is something, there's some kind of thing on their farm that's going to tell you that it's a better salmon. The bottom line is it's not. It's not a better salmon. It's farmed open pen. It has issues like every salmon farm out there. Salmon farms are destroying the environment. They're destroying the ecosystem. They're killing off the wild salmon. They're spreading disease. They're spreading sea lice, Piscine Rio virus in British Columbia, which the fish ministry there is denying adamantly. But it's been proven. It's been proven. If you're a chef out there and you think that your farm salmon is better or your farm salmon is sustainable, talk to me. Call me. We will get it tested. I will get that salmon tested for you. I will try to get a list of the ingredients on the feed pellets. I will put you in contact with somebody that lives in that part of the world and talk to you about what these salmon farms do to the environment and the ecosystem. 70% of orca whales can no longer carry full-term pregnancy in British Columbia because there's not enough wild salmon for them to eat, because the salmon farms are in the migratory path of the wild salmon. So if you're supporting Skuna Bay and you're thinking it's a better company, it's not. Skuna Bay is not even an area. It's a made-up name. It's from a bigger seafood company. If you're supporting True North Seafood, call me. If you're supporting Ora King Salmon, call me. If you're supporting Faroe Island Salmon, call me. Reach out to me. We will get your salmon tested. I will put you in contact with the people that live there and live through the agony of having a salmon farm in their community that is destroying the environment. There's marine biologists, marine scientists that I will put you in contact with if you think that your farm salmon is totally different. This is for chefs, this video, okay? And consumers. If you farm salmon, let's roll into Alexandra Morton's video. Alexandra Morton's been in British Columbia for years. She saw the first salmon farm go in and she threw her hands up and said, you guys cannot do this. Stop this. You cannot put a salmon farm in the migratory path of farmed salmon. Now, this video is going to start rolling into retro Piscine Rio virus. Piscine Rio virus is a heart virus. It's a heart disease for fish. So most of the salmon you eat, a lot of the salmon you eat have heart disease. Now, when the wild fish get this heart disease, the Piscine Rio virus, their heart's not strong enough to swim back upstream to spawn, to lay their eggs and spawn. They're not strong enough to do that, okay? The video is going to talk about how Atlantic farmed salmon migrate, the migratory path of farmed salmon. A little play on words there, migratory path of farmed salmon. And just, again, now, when you go onto a website and look at whether it's Faroe Islands, whether it's Verlasso, whatever you see, they're showing you the top of the fish farm. They never go underneath because, they're just showing you the tip of the iceberg. They're showing you the good part. But underneath is where the real damage goes. That's where the real stuff happens. That's where the feces and the food, no matter what food you feed salmon, because some of you chefs say, well, it's better food, the fish still have to go to the bathroom. The feces still has to go somewhere. It has to sit on the bottom of the ocean floor, you know. And salmon farms just don't all of a sudden randomly move farms to other areas, You have to have leases for certain areas. So yeah, you can move a farm within a certain distance, but it's not like you're moving it, you know, 10 miles, because you don't have lease rights a lot of these places to go from area to area to area. So sometimes the salmon farms will tell chefs, well, we let the bottom of the ocean regenerate. When you keep dumping that amount of raw sewage from fish and extra fish pellets and that kind of stuff onto the bottom of the ocean floor, what are you regenerating? It's a dead zone. It's a total dead zone. There's videos you can go online and see that there's several feet of crap in these dead zones in the bottom of the salmon farms. So we're gonna roll into Alex Morton's video, take a look at it. Again, the reason why we're getting camera footage, the really up close camera footage here of these farms, because the farms don't want what you're gonna see right now. The farms do not want you to see. But what's happened is in British Columbia, all of the First Nations have issued formal evictions on all the British Columbia salmon farms. They've issued formal evictions on it. So, because they see it's destroyed everything. They basically raped the ecosystem there, the salmon farms. The First Nations want them off. So the native people there, the tribes, they're allowed to be there. And they're allowed, because it's their water, they have the water rights. So they're allowed to stick the GoPros down. They're allowed to get in there with the cameras right on the farm. They're allowed to be on the farms. They were issued, I think court put them off on the farms now, so they're on the shore. But they're sitting there in protest. They've been sitting there in protest since end of August 2017 to get the salmon farms out of there, because they don't want them there anymore. They've destroyed their livelihood. So these guys have the rights to go into water. So they're sticking GoPros down. So this is stuff that you're not going to see on the fish companies' websites. Now we're going to go to Marine Harvest. Marine Harvest is one of the biggest players in the game, and they claim that they have one of the best salmons out there. Just like all the other companies, they all claim they have a better salmon, the best salmon. Marine Harvest is no different. They make strong claims on their website. Let's take a look. Let's roll into that video, courtesy of Alexandra Morton. Check out her website. Check out her YouTube channel as well.